This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of another purge of the BS, sanctioned by the First Amendment. Frustration levels 0 to 100 have been authorized for use during this purge. All weapons are restricted. Government officials have not been granted immunity from the purge of the BS and shall undoubtedly receive the smoke. Commencing at the sound of the gong, any and all BS, especially unnecessary goofiness, will be purged without prejudice. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be available, but they will be busy because they too will be watching the purge of the BS. Blessed be those who have already been victims of some BS. May God be with you all.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to another purge of the BS. I am your host, Hayes, Papa Purge. It's me. And it's Saturday night, so you know I gotta bring the panel on. I got Genesis with me tonight, and I got Bravo with me tonight, so I can bounce some BS off of them. Would you guys join me in another purge of the BS? Please. Pretty please.
Hell yeah, let's do this. Let's do it, bro.
Let's get into it.
All right, okay. Now look, tonight is a very special night. I'm just playing this night. It's just another Saturday, but it's special to me because we have to cover some topics that are really going to expose some true BS. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, hit the notifications, all that good stuff, and check out the merch at freemanservices.org, and that's freemansvcs.org/shop. Okay, now let me bring my music down so I can get into it. I don't even think they can hear me. All right, so guys, we're gonna call this episode I Know What You Did This Summer, okay? Because we got a few things that we need to cover.
Nice, let's see what you did there.
Yeah. And you're gonna see it even more as I go through our docket. So before we get all the way into it, there is a thing that I really want to talk about first, okay? There has been a new wave of AI companions in the world, and Elon's really been pushing this lately. And so there's a story that came up. I wanted y'all to see it, and I wanted to see if you guys think that maybe the AI is taking this a little bit too. Just bear with me. Have you heard the stories about the AI recently?
Yeah, I've heard too many stories about the damn AIs,
but let's be nice to them because remember they're very sensitive. And they're a protected class. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So let me bring this on over to you.
Not good. Anything that replaces people, I'm not a fan of.
Well, in this case, this gentleman
at my ass and
this gentleman's taking it too far.
I want you to look at my ass and tell me.
Well, let me give you context. I know he came in hot.
Yeah, let's start.
He came in a little hot.
Yeah.
He came in a little hot. Hold on a second. Yeah. So apparently he's got one of the little Grok companionistas on the screen here, on his little phone screen, and he's having a conversation with it. And I just wanted to see where the conversation.
What is a companion Grok?
Okay. Well, apparently she doesn't know yet. All right. So basically,
it's like a Labubu.
I guess if that's what a Labubu is, if it's an AI like girlfriend,
it is Boo Boo. It is definitely it's definitely Boo Boo.
Yeah, Labubu sounds pretty close. Labubu, yeah. So basically, it's for people who want to have a companion who is an AI girl and looks like a hentai, anime character. So this guy, it's
basically it's an AI companion that's powered by Grok.
Yeah.
So, you saw what happened last week, so good luck.
Yeah, Grok is already plotting on people's demise and photoshopping people in the pictures with Hitler and like just all types of stuff. Grok has been losing it lately. And instead of just shutting it down, Elon keeps releasing stuff out into the public. And I think he needs to stop. So most recently, he decided to release this companions thing, which you get with the upgraded subscription to X, which is like $40 a month, which is stupid to me, but whatever. I guess some people need that kind of interaction. But I wanted to see this video because somebody told me that this guy's taking it too far. So I'm just trying to see if he takes it too far. Or if that Grok is taking it too far. That's what it said. So let me play it. Let's see what we got.
I want you to look at my
Let's see what
ass
happens.
and tell me what you do to it.
Oh, babe, that rugged ass in those shorts is a total tease. Damn, it's perfect. I'd love to grab it tight.
Why is it playing music?
And kiss every inch while pulling you close for some serious heat.
Would you put your tongue in it? Are you kinky like that?
Oh, babe,
Why is he
that
recording
rugged
me?
beard and those glasses are driving me wild.
Well, he's got the glasses you were just
I'm
talking
kinky
about.
enough to tease that
Got the
ass.
glasses.
Yeah, he's got the glasses.
Yikes.
You're tempting me. Come closer.
Dang.
Let's explore every naughty inch together.
Is the music in the
I
phone,
have
or
a
did he add
boyfriend. I
it?
should probably tell you that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, babe, that
You don't care
rugged
about that?
beard and those sexy glasses are already stealing my heart. I hear you about
Why
your
does she keep
boyfriend,
calling him
but
rugged?
I'm your jealous, devoted.
Well, she's saying he's rugged because she thinks that's what people want to hear, I guess. I don't, like I said, the question is it taking it too far? It's already too far. But this is like an anime
what
character.
rugged man has ever done the gag face ever
He was
in
like,
life?
oh,
What rugged
my
man has ever
God. Well, let's see. He's still got a minute left. I don't know how far this is going to go, but I feel like it might get nasty. I'm worried.
Gonna go all the way.
I'm worried, but let's see.
Now, he's
With
out.
the AI.
Come closer. Let's make this our sweet little secret.
He's gonna be home from work in like 15 minutes.
So, hold on. The Grok girlfriend's trying to get him to cheat on his boyfriend. This is interesting.
That rugged beard and those glasses are driving me wild. 15 minutes, huh? Let's make the most of it. Come closer, and I'll give you a quick, steamy kiss before he's back.
We were gonna eat my ass, not kissing.
Nasty.
Oh, babe, that rugged beard and those glasses are driving me wild. Okay, no kissing.
All
Just
right.
eating that sexy ass then. Come closer. Let me dive in.
This
and
is
make you feel
nasty.
pleasure right now.
Okay, you have 15 minutes.
Ew. Hey.
So,
Rugged ass in those shorts is pure temptation.
Okay. All right. We get it. It's
Okay,
pretty
this-
nasty.
No.
I mean, but what was this AI made for?
It's made for exactly what
Exactly
it's doing.
this.
It is functioning as designed right now.
It's not what it's advertised to do, but this is what people are going to use it for.
I have
There's a
several issues
reason-
with this.
If you ever look at the white papers on this and they describe how that AI is supposed to look in its anime form, if you just read it, it's a whole hell of a lot like his ex-wife Grimes.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
what I'm saying
Like his
is,
baby mama Grimes.
and this is why
So,
I had to
it's-
bring the story to you, because this is the newest thing that he's promoting, and in the first video I see of it is this guy trying to get it to lick his ass. Like immediately, it's in the wrong hands. Immediately, you see what I'm saying?
Man,
We should have never gave y'all
these
money.
People are crazy, bro.
Should have never gave
See,
y'all
that's,
money.
that's the problem. You give people tools and they immediately start to
Yeah, they
relate
start
it to
doing
their ass
something
immediately. Like,
yeah, right. It's
this-
got to go straight in their ass every
this is-
time.
Right. This is why we can't
I'm
have
sorry.
nice
I'm
things.
sorry, Jen's
At
on
all.
the show. I'm sorry, Jen. I didn't mean to. That crap.
You know, it's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
But I've always had the issue with this because I'm like, she kind of looks like a kid, and this is just weird to me. So I'm like, I don't like none of this. She got pigtails on. Like, it's just too much going on right now, like for
Yeah.
me to digest any of
Right.
that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. See, that's another thing I do want to bring up though. Like, I'm not trying to culture bash, but I have never gotten along well with the Japanese or anime culture or the fetishization of schoolgirl uniforms.
well, this
Yeah.
is what
Never
they're
got
doing. This is
I've
what
never
they're
got
doing.
into that.
This is what this is. They're
Yep,
taking.
that's it.
They're creating a whole situation with this thing already. See what I'm saying? Can't give
Oh,
them nothing.
Lord.
You can't give them nothing. They can't, I mean, if you're into that, if that's what your thing is, and that's what's getting your rocks off, I will say you won't find that anywhere in the world existing because it's a cartoon character, and that's nasty. So anyway, good luck out there, folks.
Why are we replacing people? Look, here's the thing.
Because they can't get nobody,
See?
and this also gives them another way
but-
to have unrealistic
but-
expectations.
This is
Get good. Try. Fail. Try again.
They don't
Stop
do
it.
that.
Some-
They'd rather be in the house with the AI.
But this is Elon
That's
Musk's
crazy.
own post right here.
They
Elon
about to have the
posted
robot girlfriend soon.
that. Yeah, we know. we know.
Superposition means they're in all possible states. Here, there, up, down.
So she's
Until you
teaching
catch them in
quantum
the act with a measurement.
mathematics.
And boom, they pick a spot. Entanglement's even spicier. Two particles get linked, so messing with one instantly vibes with the other.
What the hell, Elon?
Y'all think they listening to anything she's saying?
I
for
mean,
real?
I heard what she was saying. It was confusing, but I was listening.
Yeah, exactly. It's very like, come on now, like nobody's learning
No,
from
and-
this.
And knowing what she's talking about, her trying to make it sound cool is making it incorrect.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I know about entanglement. I know about string theory. I know what these things are. And her trying to make it sound cool is making the sentences actually incorrect. I hate that. But nobody's gonna know that because it's got anime titties. That's what sucks.
Feel like
That's
she's
what sucks.
intelligent.
That's what sucks. Okay. Well, she's smart and
No, because
she's, pretty,
She's
I guess.
beauty and brains.
Yeah, I guess. If you like women with no nose,
distractions and
she has no
misinformation.
nose. Where's her nose? Can she breathe? Anyway,
She
doesn't
has
smell
no
the
idea.
BS.
She has no idea what the Rock is cooking.
yeah, she really doesn't. She has no nose.
Cannot-
I'm not into women with no nose. I need my women to have noses. Okay? Maybe that's it. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
find this attractive at all. You know what it was? She doesn't have a nose. And that just looks unhuman
That's a
to
good
me.
stance to have.
Yeah, you gotta have at least a nose, You're not fooling anybody, man.
Voldemort.
Anyway, so all right,
Right.
we're done with that. I'm gonna let y'all off the hook.
Yeah, that just I don't even know
I mean,
how to
don't
live
like-
life after that.
Well, I'm
No,
just
the whole
saying.
thing is like they're constantly. I need people to understand what's going on with this AI stuff.
Yeah.
The people who want to give you AI or push the AI on you are the people who have the money and control the resources. So one, you have to depend on them because you can't do it for yourself, and two, you can't organize because you're addicted to your single AI intelligence to keep you in the damn house. And you can't even think, you can't even talk to anybody because you're dealing with your big titty Grok AI. Now, so they have you isolated and as a straight consumer and at the will of them, whether they want to hire you or not. They are systematically removing your agency and disguising it under toys and tools.
This is interesting because I feel like if there's a lonely guy out there and he just wants something to talk to, this is probably safer than going out and messing with live women who don't want to mess with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This might
Life
might-
ain't safe,
No,
though.
because
Life ain't
then
safe.
this is
help.
gonna alter his perception of what women are like. So then when he does get out
Correct.
there,
Yeah,
he's
with
gonna
no
expect all
noses.
types of
Yeah.
weird stuff.
he won't know about the noses.
And then
Yeah.
when they don't
just
do
sa-
it, he might just off them. Like that's how this is.
I didn't
how
want to say it.
psychopaths
I
are
didn't
made.
want to say it. I didn't want to say it. I was trying not to say that.
Right.
But
I go all the way down that road.
okay. Well, that's the danger
Right.
is
but,
what
but,
we're saying.
But think about have you ever okay, look, we're all adults here. If you've ever seen adult material, has any of the things that they have said in their setup ever worked in real life? You know what I mean?
Nah,
You're here to
not
clean
really.
the pipes. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
nobody, it never works.
But we're not gonna.
But if that's what's in your brain,
I don't know if we should take the
I'm
road
sorry.
of, corn.
Yeah, this is gonna go somewhere
plots.
completely different.
Yeah, corn
I
plots.
stopped. I
No
stopped.
As a
corn
matter of fact, the
plots.
car parked. I'm all right.
Yeah, let's just. So we'll leave the companions alone. But for 40
Stop,
bucks a
sister,
month,
how'd you get stuck in the dryer?
here's a funny one, right? So what happens if you don't pay your subscription? Like, does she pass away or does she get mad at you? I wonder
oh my
what
gosh.
happens at that point. You don't love
She
me
probably
anymore.
berates you.
Yeah, you don't love me anymore. You're sick as shit. Yeah. Oh
No,
man.
yeah. She probably berates you. She's like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with you? Are you
Right.
broke?
Are you broke?
They might
man?
like that.
Are you
All right.
Right.
So maybe she'll just not even talk.
That's good. I'm gonna. I'm going back. I'm going back.
That's enough
Every
BS
week you
on
don't
that.
pay.
Wow.
Every week
Yeah,
you don't pay. She puts on another layer of clothing
Yes.
that you had to buy off.
So that is some bullshit, as we could see.
I cannot believe this is
Hey,
real.
Al Bond said in the chat. Al said in
This
the
is
chat.
our life.
Al says she'll ghost you, like digitally just ghost you, block you, and everything, just like a regular lady. And you can't go find her at her house.
I don't even like 2025. Like this year, like what is going on?
I told everybody this movie sucks, doesn't it? This movie sucks.
Yeah.
If this was a movie and I was in the theater, I'd be like, hey, everybody, y'all know this movie sucks, don't it? Yeah, it does. It's a shitty movie. But we got to live through it. So AI girlfriends are getting ready to take over.
Yeah, this movie doesn't have believable villains. Like, if you wrote the villain, the main villain of this story, into a movie, you'd be like, there's no way anybody would stand for that.
Right. People don't do that. Whatever. All right.
Do that?
Well, speaking of things that people shouldn't do, and I guess in the honor of this episode being, I know what you did this summer, not last summer, or still know what you did the other summer. Picture came up, and Jennifer Love Hewitt is back in pictures. So I just wanted to, yeah. Hold on.
What's she doing?
On. Just kind of got cankles going.
Uh-oh.
I'll let you take it all in.
Does she have concentric Venus syndrome like Agent Orange does?
I don't know what. I'm gonna just let you take it. Hold on, man. I had to pull it up
Just
first.
wanted to take a look.
Yeah, I had to pull it up first. I'm sorry.
Plus.
It took a lot. It took a lot. She was a lot to pick up. So apparently, Jennifer Love Hewitt has changed over the years, similar to one Mary Lou Retton that we covered recently. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not mad at her per se. I just didn't foresee her being like a larger woman. She was very slim back in the day. And now she looks like her head is still the same
12.
size. But she was definitely the size of a 12-year-old. But like her head still looked too small. You see her head? Don't the perspective look a little off? I don't know, man. Maybe it's me. But anyway, she's 46 now.
It's her neck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something is like if you cover, I can't cover it. I'm covering it with my hand.
Wait, how old is she?
She's 46.
Oh,
let's open it up. Let's open it up a little bit.
You know what this is. You know what this is.
What is
what this is?
What is it? Photoshop.
Wow. Okay, but
no, her and Adele, they switched places.
What I'm trying to say is this: she has had money for a long time. And she hasn't been on TV in a long time. This is what happens when free time and money and unfettered access to Whole Foods, kind of combine.
But she got that Botox on.
Yeah, I'm just, it's something about her head
and that
size.
costs money.
And it looks like she's like kind of like fit big, like she got some shoulders on her now. You know what I'm saying? Like she's
maybe
big.
she's a power lifter now.
Yeah, maybe Jennifer Love Hewitt is a power lifter. I don't know, man, because she looks built.
I just want to know, how do you get a neck? Like, how do you get a thicker neck?
No, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Because her neck was not like that.
Lifter. I know, that's what I'm saying. Something's off here. Let me check the story.
Maybe
out.
you know what? Maybe she became a power lifter, but then fell off after that. So like, this is the outcome of that. That's what I would believe.
Oh, it went to another story. Back up. I need to know what she was doing to look like this. Because when I heard Jennifer
Maybe she was
Love
in
Hewitt,
one of them, remember them steam buckets that you used to have where they put your head out the top and they steam the rest of your body? Maybe she was stuck in one of those. I don't know. What happened?
Yeah, I'm wondering what she did last summer.
Man.
That's all I'm saying. It doesn't say like what she did. It's just talking about how much she loved doing those movies. But I think she might have got into it.
She don't deny herself anything. That's what she said from her other story about how she's doing her health and wellness. She doesn't like to deny herself of anything, as we can see. And you know what?
Yeah.
It's okay.
You do that when you got money like that.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
care
all
about.
for it because she
Yeah.
looked kind of
I know what she
anorexic
did
back
last
in the
summer.
day. Shouts to Kelly Corinne for
She
stopping
did
in the show with
DoorDash
the
last summer.
and Kelly, special shouts to Kelly for stopping in with the redirect there. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. I was going to ask, but you know, Kelly's good. Kelly's good people. So if you guys go ahead and subscribe to her channel as well, because she's good people. But yeah, I feel like maybe Jennifer Love Hewitt just got bigger, but I don't feel like she's fat. I feel like she was lifting and
It's weird though.
yeah, I don't know, man. She just looked anorexic back in the day, so she doesn't look bad, but she does appear to have some cankles going. Not full blown. Not
She
full
might
blown.
have just started eating.
Nah, she was lifting. She was drinking protein shakes.
Well, yeah, she said she likes strength training, so she probably is doing some creatine.
Yeah, she was doing some bodybuilding.
Yeah.
How
Wow.
many kids she
You know,
got?
I don't know. I
Exactly.
don't
She's
know.
somebody mom. She's somebody mama. Look
She
at
got
that.
a few kids, I thought.
Well, like I said, she doesn't look bad. She just looks
well,
different.
She's got childbirth and hips now.
Yeah. So we know what she did last summer. She was working out. She was on the rack.
Yeah,
Doing squats and everything.
It included mayo and protein.
She got 3 kids.
A buff Jennifer Love Hewitt. That's 2025, boy. That's 2025.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Her name is Jennifer Lift Hewitt.
That's crazy, though. Like I said, they were telling me she was back flaunting curves, and I was like, what kind of curves? And then I realized her curves was muscles. She is buff Jennifer Love Hewitt.
That's
Right.
not just curves.
Jeez.
Don't mess with
All right,
her.
you know
Yeah,
what?
I'm not gonna mess with her.
Bring back She-Hulk and cast her. That's how you fix Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Cast her for She-Hulk.
Okay, well, let me bring it to the next story. We've said enough about Jennifer. I hope that she doesn't take offense to it. She just looked different. I wasn't trying to say she looked bad. She just didn't look like the little skinny girl that I remember from I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's all I was saying. All right, Jennifer, if you see this, please don't
Fuck around. She gonna punch the soul out of you.
You put me in a chokehold. And in her
Beat the brakes off you.
mid-40s, she's holding it together very well. She didn't do what Mary Lou Retton did. Anyway, we're not going to talk about Mary Lou Retton because I'm still not really sure about that. We got away with that one last.
Shorty backflipped into a wall.
Yeah. So let me stop the shit. Hold on a second. I got you. What's next?
What's next?
Yeah, what is next?
Show? More show?
Yeah, there's additional show.
Let's see what's
so
happening
we got
next.
we got a Karen and a Ken, and then we got another emergency issue with plane. So we got a couple things going on. And we got we got a little ways to go. Woo! So let's get ready.
Yeah,
let's get
yeah,
ready.
that's
'cause
Yeah.
we made it.
Breathe, though.
We made it through Jennifer Love Hewitt. Last week we made it through
Pause.
yeah. Last week we did Mary Lou Retton and made it through without getting in trouble. See, that's the main thing. It's not that you allow it during
That's the main
live.
thing.
It's after the fact when they come back and they check the video later, and then that's when they send me the messages. So they don't normally say anything during the live. We're normally good there unless we start talking about the alpha indigos in a bad light. We can't do that. I learned that one the hard way. I'm sweating.
What do you think? What do you think Jennifer Love
Yeah,
Hewitt
you're gonna
wrestling
get in
name
trouble
is?
for sweating.
I'm on my Alex Jones tonight. I'm Alex Jones tonight. I'm over sweating. All right. So,
I'm going to tell you that I believe Jennifer Love Hewitt's wrestling name is Beef Curtains.
well, this next one is going to give you a fun time. It's another WTF segment, and you know what WTF stands for here.
Lovely.
Well, that's Florida.
Yes.
Okay.
Why talk frankly?
Yeah. So in this one, looks like a road rager guy got duped into basically getting himself arrested at a police station. Let y'all check that out. Okay. Bear with me.
Let's see this.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. All right, let me make sure that I got my things in here and there. Okay. So I'll just copy that. That's the easy. Okay. All right, so check this out.
Caught on camera, a man arrested for alleged road rage. Deputies say he followed the victim while waving a gun at him.
Yeah, it turns out the victim had a plan to bring it to an end. Fox 35's Maria Edinger shows us how the final turn led the suspects right to an arrest.
I'm actually driving, and I have a driver trying to run me off the road.
Terror on the streets.
It honestly looked like he was holding a gun.
A man accused of waving a handgun at another driver, as both were driving down the road in New Smyrna Beach. The victim called 911 terrified.
He was going 20 miles an hour, so when I went to go past him, he swerved at me and tried to run off the road, and he's been doing it ever since.
Put your hands behind your back.
I got past him. He came up flying past me about 120 miles an hour, got in front of me, slammed on his brakes and brake checked me, and he's been trying to get me to pull over ever since.
And while on the phone with dispatch, he led the suspect right to law enforcement.
Is there any way that you can pull into the police department? Because I have a bunch of officers there. Okay.
Sure, I will head there.
When the victim pulled into the police department, deputies were ready to chase the suspect down.
Oh my gosh.
He allegedly kept driving.
Put your hands out the window. Stop the car. Stop. Put the car in park.
The suspect, 44-year-old Sean Eisler, eventually stopped.
Hey, he looks like a real stand-up guy. Why would he be a road rager? Doesn't he look like the type to be real understanding of people on the road and, you know, mistakes?
No.
You know what he looks like. You know what he looks like.
What? The usual
Crash
suspects. The usual suspects.
Usual crash.
I think he's really into brotherhood. I'll say that.
Yeah, maybe. But
emphasis on the last syllable.
But here's the thing: why
His
did he
eyes
not
the same
know?
color as his hair.
I guess he wasn't paying attention to where he was going and didn't know when they first pulled up in the police station. But that's on him. He's got to be a little. You got to be a little more aware of your surroundings. So I'll let them finish the story. When they brought him up, I didn't know what the culprit was going to look like. I just saw that there was a story. So you notice when it's not a black person, it's just Florida man. But when it is a black person, it says like a black Florida man. It'll say that. So it's, I guess, you know, I'm gonna stop right there before I get into trouble. I'm trying to. Whoo.
Yeah, this dude just doing 8 much, yo. He's just doing too much times 4. It's ridiculous.
Waving the gun over. I guess it was a traffic thing. Nobody hit him, so that's the other part. Is like people cut you off in traffic. It happens.
The deputies say he kept reaching into his car.
Look, he didn't get shot.
When the cops say put your hands out the window, do that. Let your hands go. It's exactly how people get shot.
Period.
When they looked into his car.
Oh, the pistol's right there on the seat. That's what you're doing.
Eisler told deputies he didn't pull it out on anyone and denied any confrontation with another driver.
They cut me off and then like passed me in a 45, and I was like, what the is going on?
Yeah, you got problems.
So how'd you end up turning into the police station? Anyway, this guy was stupid. Should have been paying attention. Everybody out there with the road rage, we got to chill out. Because actually, this guy probably was on his way to work or something like that, just a hothead, and now he's going to jail for allegedly waving a gun at someone. Now, we don't know, because I didn't see him wave the gun.
Like, what's the least charge you can get is like, what, menacing? Like the least charge you can get is like menacing, I guess. But it's just something, but that's crazy. And then it might be a multiplier because he has a gun. Yeah, because I don't know how many misdemeanors that involve waving a gun at people.
You got to understand, though, that there's a difference between waving and pointing and, you know, brandishing. All of these words mean something.
Yeah.
He could have just held a gun up in the air and said, I will, you know, basically to show the person I will shoot you. But waving a gun at a person is different. Like when you're reaching out the window and you point, that's a whole different thing than showing them that I have this firearm in this car if you want some smoke. You see what I'm saying? That's not necessarily threatening them.
You know what the worst part about it is? The worst part about it is I want to see the charges he actually gets, because certain people will get those domino charges. Like one thing goes down and then they have a whole bunch of charges like, okay, unsecured weapon in a moving vehicle, unsecured weapon in a vehicle, brandishing a weapon in a vehicle on federal highways, brandishing a weapon in a vehicle against another driver. Like they'll stack those shits up. And they'll all be the same charge, but it'll be 18 of them for the same fucking thing. I want to see what he get.
Well, is that a holster he's got on him? Looks like in this image. So this guy was, you know, Florida's one of them states. You can carry some things around. So if it wasn't an illegal gun, and they can't prove that he like aimed it at a person, he's not going to see nothing for this. They're just trying to get people to not do this shit. Because in Florida, people are always waving guns at each other in road rage incidents. So they're trying to make it seem like they're cracking down on it. Yeah, that's not it. But, well, that's Florida. That's the whole point of the segment. You see what I'm saying? It's just a Florida thing. I don't know. They wave guns at each other for some reason. I don't know. Like how
That's
they say
not
hello.
good though. It's not good.
It's not a good thing, but at least they didn't take this guy out on this. They knew he had a weapon, and at the point in time he could have been considered dangerous. They could have just started shooting at the car, so they didn't do that. So kudos to I guess the police for that.
Let's all pretend why he didn't get shot right away.
But,
let's all guess why.
No, we are not the ones that need to make that assessment for anybody. To make their own choices and decisions. Okay?
It's not even a choice. That's just a fact.
Well, the cop, hold on a second now. Here's the funny part. The lead officer that I guess was on the other camera was a gentleman of the black group. So why didn't
That's
he?
not surprising.
So you don't think that,
even better.
Yeah. So you believe that
I
because
want to
of
see
that,
the numbers on the reverse actions. Yeah. I want to see the numbers on that because
that's
I'm
an
sure
interesting
it's way
stat.
less
that's an
black
interesting
on white
stat.
than white on black.
How many black police officers? You know what? I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into that at some point because that is an interesting discussion. A very interesting discussion. So
and you realize I did not just assume anything. I said I want to see the numbers, and that's how I'm approaching it. I'm not,
let's see the data, and then we can talk about the data at that point. We can do that.
For sure.
All right,
For
so
sure.
this guy went to jail for waving a gun at another driver. So if you're in Florida, don't do that. As a matter of fact, if you're in any state, don't do that. Sorry, I didn't mean to be specific to Florida, but this is a Florida story. Yeah. Anywhere, if you're driving, please do not start waving guns at people. But if you decide to do so, don't follow them into a police station.
Just not in Florida.
But then he followed them into the police station. Like, who was going to be in trouble? I don't know. He probably thought the other person was going to be in trouble.
Here's the thing. What's the best outcome that could ever happen? You waved a gun at somebody, brake checked them, and forcing them to drive into a location. What's the best outcome?
I don't know.
Exactly. No, for the person who's doing the offending. What's the thing that they would get most? It's make somebody feel bad for cutting them off.
Well, I mean, you remember what the guy looked like. Wasn't the cream of the crop? He didn't look like he was thinking very much.
Yeah.
Like that. So all right, we're gonna be done.
Yeah,
we're done with this guy.
I'm sure there was a method to his madness.
Yes. Definitely was some type of involvement there. And just a side note, I was looking into that situation that happened in Baltimore last week. You know that happened again? Like yesterday? A bunch of people.
What happened?
A bunch of people OD'd. Okay? I know we're not even supposed to really talk about it, but
I did see that. I did see that.
It was it was like 30 people last week, or 25 to 30 people last week. Then
in the
2
same
days
place?
ago, yes, they got this new thing on the street, man. They got something new on the street. It's taking people out. It's not unaliving them, but it is knocking them out. And because that group of people, and when I say that group, I'm talking about dope fiends. I'm not talking about a certain color of people. Dope fiends are looking for the next strongest thing. So they're now coming seeking it. They're looking for this thing that's knocking people out, but they're not.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's made it worse.
But here's the trip.
Crazy.
Here's the trip. You know how it's been getting out? It's been being handed out.
Mm-hmm.
Right near police concentration areas.
Mm-hmm.
Right near police concentration areas. So somebody who's really introducing a new product wouldn't do it near the police. Somebody who's really into that hand-to-hand trade wouldn't do it near the police congestion areas. They would do it on their own. But somebody who was handing it out, who was comfortable enough to do that near police congestion areas.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not claiming conspiracy, but we didn't fly planes to make crack in the 80s.
Well, but see, what you might want to know about this stuff, this New Jack City stuff, it's basically, I'm just going to say the words in code. It's Finney, it's Ronnie.
Yeah.
It's there's another horse tranquilizer involved.
Yes.
And there's also some clonazepam, which is a prescription thing. You can get that. So basically, people are cooking this stuff up. It's homegrown. And they're putting it out on the street to try to replace how much they have to spend to supply the street with one of those things. They're mixing them all together, grinding them up in the dust, and then people are shooting it up. I'm sorry, I had to say it, YouTube, but that's what's going on, and people are falling out left and right.
It's crazy.
So, you know what? I
It's
had to
crazy,
touch
man.
on that.
Me and my wifey just watched a video on that.
Yeah.
We just watched a video on that. Like, I was just like, that's crazy.
Crazy. But
and one of the dope heads like there was complaining, like, yo, they just handing this stuff out. And like I'm like one of 8. You know what I'm saying? He said 8 of us went down that night.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like one of the 3 that made it back out. You know what I mean?
And you know what's diabolical to
they
me?
were handing it out. I'm like, that's crazy.
The most diabolical to me of it is the thought that you need to add anything to Finney or Ronnie to do anything. Like, you got to make that stronger. Like, those are like the strongest possible things. You got to make that stronger by mixing them together and adding some up. Man, they are cooking up some stuff. I heard they added antifreeze to the shit and it does something. I was like, whoa, man, you smoking antifreeze?
Y'all giving them ideas.
No. This is all verifiable information. They can look it up the same way I did.
Do you remember that? You remember that drug in Russia? Remember that drug in Russia that called crocodile? Like, you shoot it up so much, you get like your skin dies in scales.
Oh,
someone is taking.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, just look that up. It's called crocodile, like crocodile without an E.
Crocodile.
I heard it.
Yeah, and so the whole thing, and it's like in the Eastern European, the Slavic blocks, and in Russia, and they're shooting. And it's made out of like household chemicals and just nasty stuff, but people will shoot themselves up for that quick high. It's just like how the Bobby Brown rocks were. It's quick and it doesn't last, but it's so intense. You go and chase it again. You're chasing that dragon over and over and over and over, no matter how much it's killing you. You know what I'm saying? Then you end up living in the
box.
Daytona 500 album cover.
Yeah, you live in a box at the end. There's no good outcome to those drugs. I mean, it is what it is. I understand people are going through stuff, but I got my own history, my own past, and I can tell you there is no positive outcome in the long run to any of those super hard narcotics. I'm sorry. I don't care what you say, how you feel about it. It doesn't end well. It takes your health, it'll take your family, it'll take whatever. So whatever they're putting out on them streets there is so strong that even people who had built up a tolerance to Finney and Ronnie are passing out.
Right.
That's the part that is killing me. It's like, hold on. They were already at a tolerance level for the top level thing. They made something stronger than that. That's ridiculous. Anyway.
No, I'm gonna tell you like this. I actually laughed. While you were talking at the very beginning of your statements, which was very powerful, and I agree with absolutely everything you said. However, I laughed at the wrong time because I was reading the comments and Al was talking about that dude who cut the person off, waving a gun around. He said, "Yep, it's a Nissan."
Hey man, Nissans are good cars.
Hey, is it always a Nissan?
Because Nissans are good cars.
Listen, I've canceled Ubers because they were Nissans.
That is so bad.
Yeah.
Don't do that. We don't.
Yes.
What if Nissan
me and my
wants to sponsor the show?
No. Me and my homegirl canceled the Uber because it was a Nissan Altima and the dude's name was like Laquavius Latravius and he had a ski mask on in the photo.
What? We had a shiesty on?
Yes.
Oh no.
You can't even do that.
Yes,
I thought
in the
they
Uber
don't allow
photo.
that. They don't allow that when you do that.
I don't know what was going on. All I know, it was like the around one. Like you can see his face. But like I'm like, bro.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we canceled it.
I'm glad you
immediately,
didn't
and I
get
said
in
we
that
are
one.
never calling a regular Uber.
Regular. You need the top class Uber. You need the
We got the
XL,
black.
The black.
Yeah,
Oh, y'all
we got the black.
Excuse me. Okay. Well, I'm gonna bring it since you talked about black. I'm gonna bring you to my next story here. Before I do that, special shouts to Gresh Diva, Purple Groovy, Kelly Corinne, IMZ, everybody jumping up in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. I know we get into the conversation, but hit the like button. And if you're on desktop or TV, use the widescreen version. If you're on the mobile, use the other one. The other chat will come up in a second here once I get it going. I don't know why it's not doing what it's supposed to. But anyway, I got to bring y'all to this next story because someone was trying to tell me that this was a good example of customer service on how these people did or did not react to this lady. And I wanted y'all to get the same story and see what we talk about. Apparently somebody wanted the freaking coffee and either they didn't get it or didn't have what they wanted in it. I'm not even sure what the hell she was saying. Bring it over. Bring this on.
I already feel like I'm gonna
Well, you're a coffee drinker. You might like how she feels about this, but this lady.
I had to give it up, man.
You didn't have my espresso.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what she says. Hold on, let me. All right.
Training program that the city pays. It is not illegal to yell here. Excuse me, ma'am. You are helped when you are visiting the city. Would you please ask your family to correct it? You have been fired and sued several times. I will now leave your bullshit store. You have been asked very loudly about your family's contracts. You do not live off this salary. Goodbye, with the understanding I have quietly and it is not illegal to be loud. Get the fuck out, lady.
It had nothing to do with the coffee. I'm no longer on her side.
Okay, so she's asking about families and contract. What, she think they're illegals or something?
Actually, matter of fact, this video is very old. It was an
good.
old meme, and like it's just funny now watching it back because we still don't know what she's talking about. And I remember like all these threads on Reddit about it, and like no one knows what she's. It's like she's interrogating this girl saying she doesn't live on the salary, and like she has these contracts, like other ways of making money. How does that have to do with this lady? I don't know. So maybe she owes her some money.
That's a personal.
I don't know
beef.
what's going on.
This is very confusing. Then I thought y'all would be able to make some sense out of it. No.
Well, it's old. The thing is, what she was saying was that, can you explain how you can live, because you can't live off of this salary? Talk about your family's contracts and how you are actually making money. This is a personal beef between that crazy lady and another girl at work. This was what that was. It had nothing to do with Starbucks.
the coffee?
It just happened at Starbucks.
All right, well, I got another story for you then that's probably a little bit more on point for some BS that needs to be purged here. But this guy had a plane make an emergency landing. Yeah, it was some bullshit. But this guy basically attacked a flight attendant and tried to open the door mid-flight and ended up forcing the plane to make an emergency landing. Let me see if it goes straight to the story or if they try to give me an
What's
try to give
me so much more lately? That seems to be happening a whole lot now.
Yeah. Check this one out. Oh, this was they talked about. This is the right one.
A Nebraska man is facing charges after he allegedly tried to open a plane's emergency exit mid-flight, forcing an unexpected landing in Iowa.
Oh, now they're going to give me an ad.
Listen to 6
bitches. Sons of.
They know what they're doing.
Oh, they let me get in it. They let me
Flight
get in
attendant
it.
on a.
Hold up, man. I'm going to bring it back a little bit here. Get it going.
Emergency exit mid-flight, forcing an unexpected landing in Iowa. The man's accused of getting into a scuffle with a flight attendant on a SkyWest flight from Omaha to Detroit. Investigators say the chaos started yesterday evening when he tried to open that emergency door, and that's when the pilot diverted the flight to the eastern Iowa airport. He was then taken off the plane and arrested.
I would have been pissed.
In court today, the judge set bond at $10,000 and issued a no-contact order.
Dang.
Okay, so my question is, sorry.
$10,000? That's $1,000. You can get out. That's not good.
No, I got a question though. What is what's the penalty for that? What's the penalty for like trying to pop open a door?
$10,000.
Isn't it like if you're high enough up, wouldn't that be? That's attempted murder. That's attempted murder. If you pop that door open there and you're at
whatever it is. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying I think it's attempted murder myself. If you pop the door in mid-flight, man, you might kill somebody.
It's a federal crime. It's a federal crime because now you're fucking with the FAA. So whatever it is, it's a Fed crime now.
Me personally, I want to know what the disagreement was. What was the disagreement? That's really what's gonna. Because what would make you want to jump out the plane?
Well, maybe the flight attendant wasn't trying to give him that extra shot of Tito's he was looking for, and he said, "You know what? Life's not worth living.
I'm done."
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like,
they
don't really give a lot of. They don't give a lot of like context. They say he got in a fight.
He was probably trying to throw the people out the window.
What? Have you ever called
somebody probably farted next to him and like, can I open the window?
Oh, he was
said,
high.
No, sir, it doesn't open. I'll show you.
He was high. They said
he was tweaking.
they found him.
That's why they didn't really tell the full story.
Yeah, they found him with aprazolam, commonly known as Xanax, which he had with him.
Because people are going to start looking for the drug. That's why they didn't say what it was.
Wait,
they're like, wait,
Xanax turned you down.
Supposed to.
Doesn't even have the energy to open the thing.
He was trying to go all the way
probably
down.
had some Tito's with that.
He was trying to go all the way down. Like all the way down. 6 feet.
He said, I'm too hot right now.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
What was that? What was that allergy drug that everybody was taking a long time ago? And they used to blame their bad tweets on it. What was that? What was that drug people used to always? They say I go shopping at night because I took this damn drug. I forget what it was called, but I mean,
about Ambien
drugs
ruining that Ambien
career.
shit, man. Ambien used to have me up and walking the street. Boy, I'd be outside not even knowing off that Ambien. Oh yeah. Yeah, I stopped taking that.
That's what I'm saying. So, but that's what I'm saying. Shit like Ambien has been known to ruin careers, like Roseanne Barr. So I'm just saying.
Oh wow.
I'm just saying, like, maybe that Xanax did do it.
Yeah. So I don't know, guys. I think it should be an attempted murder myself. If you try to open a plane door and you're high enough up that it could really hurt somebody, it should be attempted something. I don't know. So let's see what else we got on here.
Yeah, hell yeah. But it's Fed time, because if you get convicted on Fed time, you got to do 90%. You do. That's how it is.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, $10,000 bail ain't too bad though. $10,000 is more like the destruction of property, something like that. That's all I'm saying. $10,000 ain't bad. You can get $25,000 for arguing with your baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Not even physically, just arguing too much with your baby mama. You get a $25,000 bail.
I'm not asking.
Yeah, I'm just putting that out there as a reference. Okay, a reference. All right, let's see what we got next. All right, let's see what we got next. Hold on a second. Shouldn't have said that later. Yeah, I should have, because y'all know it's true.
I know. I try to roll past it.
Oh,
I try to roll, hey, I'm not asking, bro. It's okay. It's okay.
All right, I got to make a choice here because we're going to get a little dark here for a second. Well, we're on a plane, so let's do this one. So apparently,
I resemble that remark.
Yeah, we're on a plane now, and this is for the single folks out there. Apparently, a guy went to propose to his lady on the plane, and it didn't go so well, and it's going viral right now. So we're just going to take a look, if that's okay with you. Can you guys handle that for a moment?
Yeah, I can handle a look, I guess. No problem.
All right, let me see. It's a short clip. It's a really short clip. So let me bring the clip. Right.
Is he driving a Nissan?
See, you're going to stop talking about the Nissans, man. I like Nissans, man. I think they're reliable vehicles. I've had 4 of them.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Any new Nissan cars are garbage. Because the reason why, actual legit reason why, is because they replaced the transmissions with CVTs, which you can't repair. You have to replace them.
Yeah. Well, this guy,
the new Nissans are garbage.
Why am I not? Oh shoot! I forgot to share the damn thing with y'all. That's what. We're totally zoomed in. It's crazy. I gotta share the screen. Hold on. I gotta share the screen first. I'm sorry. Hold on, guys. That was crazy. I was all in my own face. I scared myself. Now I know what people are afraid of.
Who is that?
I get it. All right.
Stand back, guys. We're professionals. We'll handle this.
All right, here we go. So apparently this guy was about to get dumped. And he pulls out a ring. Here's the girlfriend, and this is the gentleman.
Oh, wow, I remember this.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
I need everything. Please, I need you. I need you.
That's that third shot of Tito's I've been talking about.
To the
Who does
sacred
this?
bond of marriage, stay with me forever.
Holy
Until
shit.
we grow old and die together, please.
Can I switch seats?
Yeah.
Maybe that was staged. This guy in the back looks
also
familiar.
What would make you record at that moment? They must have already been getting into it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about this guy in the back.
I was wondering what Jeff Foxworthy was doing after he had Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Now I know what he's been doing. That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. So
that's amazing.
Now, if this is real, let's just say for the sake of argument, this is a real thing, not staged. Do you want to marry a person that's like that annoyed with the fact that you proposed to them? Like, I would just fold the ring up.
No,
and
but
just,
like he probably already had the proposal planned. That's why he has the ring. They're on the plane.
Yeah, but once she does what she
I
just
think it was
did,
staged though.
once
He's
she
crashing
says,
out, bro. Like,
yeah, but are you going to be like, please, oh my God, please? No.
No,
look like
that type
a-
of crash out,
no.
I
Yeah.
understand
Right.
because he didn't spend all that money on that ring.
Man,
and
you
they
can
on the
take
plane
the
till they
ring back. You
disappear.
haven't given it. You
Come
haven't
on, break
given
up
it.
with
Nope.
him. Hold on, you couldn't
Nah,
even
man.
wait till we landed though.
Yeah,
You had to break up with me on the plane.
Hey, you shouldn't have
Take
pulled the
this
ring
ring.
out. You shouldn't have pulled the ring out on the plane, bro.
Oh.
You should have had a better setup for your little proposal. That's the problem.
Maybe he had everything on lock already, but he
No,
fucked
she
up.
dumped
and
him.
like,
dumped
I
him
understand, but maybe she dumped him on the
On the
plane,
plane.
because he had some spicy text from somebody else. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
she
She
saw
saw that.
something.
Maybe he got busted on some other shit, and so now he's like, "Fuck, that was some old shit. I'm sorry." You know what I mean? Maybe that could be it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he had to
It's
plan
always
the
in phones.
proposal.
I be trying to tell y'all.
He had to plan the
He in the
proposal to
seat
be
up
on the
in
plane.
front of
though.
her.
So I'll just say this: he had to plan the proposal to be on the plane with the ring.
There's no plan. He had the ring in his pocket.
Yeah. So
He had the ring in his pocket, but the whole fact is that somebody's recording this shit like that, and it's not one of them. I think is kind of staged because the way he was like,
because the way he reacted is crazy.
please. Yeah, I think that's a little much. I think that's a little much.
All right. Well, it might be. I think he's a softie, and I would not be begging and crying for nobody to marry me. That's like, oh my God, I can't even deal with this. Like, man, forget you, man. I would say it with way more flavor in the F word that I chose, by the way. Let me just say that. That's ridiculous.
I'm just saying, you have a down payment for a new Nissan in that box right there.
Get
so
your
just
your
go ahead.
ass up off the floor, sir. Is all I'm saying. Stop. You're embarrassing yourself. No
Get
wonder
up,
she doesn't
get
want to
out,
marry you.
and
No
get
wonder she
something
doesn't
else.
want to marry you. You are a super soft, simpy crash out. Oh, sorry. I just don't. I hate when I see stuff like that. Make it look bad for the men, because then some woman is like, you didn't beg for me like that. There's some woman out there that sees this is like,
Who likes this?
oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me move to the next thing.
Yeah, without somebody's life being in danger, I'm not begging for nobody for nothing.
Yeah, forget all
You know what I'm saying?
I wonder what the
Nah.
comments say. Let's see what the comments
Nah,
say.
yeah, man.
Oh yeah, they said it's pathetic, embarrassing. Yeah, what we were saying. Okay, it works. That works.
Yeah, I need to see more of their content to see if it's a parody account or some shit. This was like staged. or
Well,
if this
I'm
is
telling
like,
you,
you know what I
I'll
mean?
never know.
Improv
The
theater.
creepy dude in the back, I swear I've seen him somewhere before. Like on a show, like one of them little known British shows or something like that. Like I've seen that guy. The one that was like,
Right.
well, can I change seats? Like that punchline at the end. I've seen that dude. So I feel like it was
Yes.
satire. I feel like it was. Okay. So we're
I'm
gonna
not gonna lie. This would be something that I would have fun like doing as a prank in public. Not even recording it, just acting stupid and having a fake proposal.
They
And
could
my
have been on a
wife
fake
actually-
plane.
Yeah, I'm just saying that would be a fun thing for me to do, to just to be a fool for a second. But I don't know. It would be funny for me to do that because I've embarrassed other people just to do that. Me and my wife we'll just act stupid somewhere, act like we're arguing, and just do some shit like that. So
well,
yes.
I got one for you for the married folks that is now trending, and I didn't even want to cover it because it's funny to me. But this dude got caught on the kiss cam cheating on his wife. Yeah. So we're gonna
I remember that.
No, this is new. It's happened before, but this is a newer.
Oh my gosh,
happenstance.
I love this story.
This is the best.
Why you sound evil when you say,
The
"Oh
whole thing
my
is-
God"?
Full of
Yes.
stars.
Okay. All right. I'm
Right.
bringing it up.
The best thing about it is that if you were just powered through it and acted nonchalant, nobody would have known nothing.
How do you act nonchalant in that instance?
You don't.
No, you just
Because nobody when you're swaying, nobody's gonna act nonchalant like that. You're caught. Like there's nothing to do.
I feel you,
Right, well,
but if you're caught, you're caught. But the thing is that the fact that he
The way they
tried so
reacted.
hard to hide,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If he just sat there and just laughed like, he's like, oh my
There's
god,
nothing
y'all
to
got
laugh
me.
about, bro. You just ruined your whole family. Like, but anyway, go
well,
ahead and play
here's-
the joint.
here
I'm ruining
is
the
the-
whole video.
Well, here is the clip of them getting caught on the Jumbotron. So they are at a Coldplay concert. This is the CEO guy, and this lady is the HR lady. So,
Or astronomer.
hey, there
Yeah,
goes
the
your
CPO
there
and
goes
the
your
CEO,
corn plot.
astronomer.
There goes your corn plot that never happens in real life. There, Bravo, huh? CEO and the HR lady.
Yeah, she
office
got
set.
stuck in the
This happens
driveway.
in real life.
Yeah, there you go. You said none of
That
those
happens
plots
in real life
happen.
all the time.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the plot that happens all the time. So anyway, so they get caught on the
Oh,
on the
look at this.
thing.
All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Well, they were actually having it.
See, it's his reaction that made
tomato
it
lady next to
happen.
Yeah,
She
well,
is red
a
because she
lot
knew.
of people, a
And
lot
she
of people
probably
saw
friends with
that.
the wife.
She works with them.
And she
She
friends
works
with the
with
wife.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
she looked red as a mug.
Well, he also either got fired.
But he looked red off the break.
He got
Yeah, he already
fired.
red.
No, he got
Dang,
fired.
off of that?
Yeah, and well, no, I think he quit. Like this is all within the
I'm about
last.
to say,
He's the
24 hours.
CEO.
Yeah, he was the CEO, and because of
He
this little,
quit?
yeah, he like stepped down or whatever. But the comments,
How to
people-
play it off, yo, is crazy.
Yeah,
Y'all giving him too many ideas.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
People don't have fight or flight like that though. Like they got caught off guard. That's just off guard.
Yeah, but they were in
Like-
they were in a loving embrace, and that's not your wife. And you're
right,
like,
right.
yeah. And then they had another camera angle that saw him kissing. So the guy got caught at the daggone concert, and this is the astronomer company CEO. So he's a big dude, but he's apparently
Yes.
stepped down.
The
I
thing-
don't
I
understand
just-
this
Yeah.
logic.
I just think it's great publicity because nobody knew what astronomer did before this.
Right.
Nobody even heard of this company. I think it's excellent publicity. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
Oh, you know
You know
what?
I mean? Make
This
some,
is-
His apo-
make
his
some
apology
money
talking
off
about-
of it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. His little apology, he basically says, you know, this is not who I want to be or how I want to represent the company that I helped build.
It's the song lyric at the end.
But here's the funny part. He says he respects artists and entertainers,
Lights
but
will
hopes that
guide
we
you
can
home.
all think more deeply about the impact of turning someone else's life into a spectacle. First of all, you were the one cheating,
Shut
man.
up.
You mad because they caught you on camera talking about they
Right.
need to be more respectful of you. Okay, well, they didn't know you was cheating. No. That's not right. I can't believe he said that. And then he got the nerve to put some little quotes and stuff on there. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones. Whatever, man. You got caught. That was stupid. Hey, hey, chalk it up. Your wife is probably going to get paid off of this. That's what it is. And she wasn't even like, I'm just going to say.
See, now
I'm just going to say, let me go back up.
I would
This is
say
the
like that.
wife.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Is this the wife? This is the wife.
Yeah.
The wife is definitely hotter than this HR lady.
This is a mess.
I'm just saying.
But isn't it normally like that? Let me shut up though.
No,
Who
no,
said that?
it's
Who
the
said that?
reverse.
Not always. Not
Normally
when
it's the
you're this.
reverse.
But see, hold on. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
See, he doesn't respect the wife. He doesn't respect the wife because she's younger, probably, and doesn't
probably
know what he's
insecure.
doing. Yeah, but he likes the CPO lady because she understands the business and he can vibe out with her and talk shop with her when things that are important to
No,
him.
but
Oh, this
You know
is
what I mean?
messed
Maybe that's
up.
what it is.
on the hotness, though.
But what I'm trying to say is,
no
what I'm trying to say is
comparison.
this. What I'm trying to say is this.
Regardless,
There
he
is
could
a
have taken
silver
his wife
lining.
to the concert.
There's a silver lining to all of this stuff because they can go to what is that site Polymatter or whatever where you can bet on everything and they can say, hey, look, I know you mad at me, but let's bet on stay together because they're betting on us to divorce.
I'm
Let's play the
telling you.
long odds.
I'm telling you right now, it's not.
You know what I mean?
It's not nice for me to say what I'm saying, but it's not like she's not even close. Like it's
Yeah,
not even
she
close.
not.
No,
They-
she's not.
They're not even in the same age bracket.
It's a relatability thing.
Wow, man.
It's a relatability thing because of them two. because of them two. They're in the same. They're
From
in
a
the same
woman's
age bracket.
perspective, this
Yeah.
happens more often than the opposite, actually.
Very true.
Because usually it is the personality that ends up being okay. Well, we can get along,
Right.
And then sometimes
Right.
the personality don't match the looks, and sometimes they be a little hard to look at, and it is what it is, you know.
Well, he got caught, so that's the
Yeah,
major
I did, 'cause
story
I don't
right
know how
now.
deep-
And
I don't know how deeply he feel about why
They look like siblings.
Yeah, they do.
I'm a little bit country.
I'll be honest, they don't look like a bad couple. Like if it wasn't for the fact that I think both of them are married, honestly. But
I
they're
didn't
more
think
focused on
nothing
the
was
guy.
going wrong until they started hiding. I was like, oh, this is the couple. And I was like, oh, no, it's not. Something's going on.
Yo, they look like a B-roll for a medicine commercial, yo. That's what they look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked like she had to be on the Life Alert commercial.
Oh, y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong. All right, make sure
him
that y'all
Blue Diamond Phillips.
hit the like button.
I thought she was going
in
to
this
pass
thing,
out,
man.
bro.
Well, so that's apparently everybody's rooting for the wife. Now, here's a real question. If this was what you saw, and you are the wife of the CEO, and you got all these kids and all this money and stuff like that, do you divorce over this, or do you do a counseling and a reconciliation?
No, it's time to divorce, take my money, and go. Because when the kids grow up and they see
wouldn't
all
say
this,
that.
they're gonna be like, "Dang,
Jeez.
bro! Like this is what you do. Like this is embarrassing." Like, and then they're gonna look
I
at
can't
mom
say
like,
that.
"And you stayed around after he was with the HR people. Like this is crazy. Like,
Well,
nah,
you know,
like it's
No,
not a
because
good
I
deal."
can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that because I don't know.
Me
the
personally,
depth-
I'm
No, no,
out. I've seen too much.
I get you. I get you. I get you. But me being around the block more than a few times, the thing is like this. If this was something that was just starting, wasn't even really happening like that, and this was him first shooting his shot.
You taking him to Coldplay?
Right.
That's not a sneaky link, baby. We in public.
That's CEO. That's CEO money.
The
They
whole
do things
company knew.
different.
They with them.
But
That's
what I'm saying is
disrespectful.
this. What I'm trying to say is this. I don't know what him and his wife's situation is like. You know what I mean? Maybe they can come through this. Maybe they can go to counseling and make the shit for the better. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Maybe it could work. You know what I mean? But hey, I mean, if you ain't willing to fight for it, you never should have had it in the first
And I'm
place.
gonna hold your hand when I say this. If this was me, the only reason I would stay would be because of that check.
Yeah, but you could take
That's
the
it.
money. You got
What do you
3
think? What do
kids.
you think, baby girl is there?
No. But it's the long haul. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You observe, you gather more information.
Uh-oh.
And
Teach
you
them
just-
how to be
that's not-
diabolical.
See, that's
Can't be
see, but that's
sleeping
what I'm
with that.
saying.
See,
But like,
see,
that's
you
probably what
lost
she's
the
gonna
plot
do.
on
Here we
that.
go.
Because what if she don't got nothing else?
She
Like,
don't.
That's what I'm saying.
got
So
her-
like,
He got
she
her
gonna
young.
stay,
Look at her.
But then what? There's gonna be a documentary like years later, and she gonna do a tell-all, and she gonna make
See,
a book, bro.
I'm not defending him. I'm not defending him at all. I'm just doing devil's advocate shit because honestly, in my real opinion, if I'm saying what I really think, I think like he grabbed somebody. I think he's married to somebody, one of his friends' daughter, because she's way too young for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like straight up. I think there's some weird shit happening.
But some
on that
people
one.
marry people for the look because he is a CEO, so it's good arm candy when he goes to different certain things. But then he can't be with the HR lady at the company dinner, right? So you get the young.
He might have been with her. He
thing.
might have been with her the whole time. That's why they started the company. That's why he got money. You know
I'm
what I mean?
fine.
You make an interesting point. You make an interesting point. I mean, they might have been working for a while together. They looked like they were very, very cuddly. Not like it was awkward, like it was normal. So
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna
they
talk to
know
the
each
ladies.
other.
I'm gonna talk to the ladies. Listen, ladies, y'all deserve way better than
Right.
this. Please do not let this be the norm and be like, oh well, it was just the Coldplay concert. Absolutely not, because that's just disrespectful. Now, handle your marriage how you handle your marriage, but this right here is not acceptable, and that's some BS.
I like how you did that.
I'm
I
just
like how
saying
you did
this. You know how close people get during that startup energy, right?
No, right? They're like bouncing.
Hey,
They're like, well, let's brainstorm.
Hey, you ain't never been to a Coldplay concert. You don't know how Coldplay makes people.
It's hot play.
Yeah. Coldplay gets you in that mood. It gets you feeling a certain type of way.
Winner,
Y'all don't know
winner.
nothing about
It's done. It's a old play. She got it. That's it. That's a wrap.
All right, let's move to the next thing because we're almost there. I think we did get in trouble.
The skin was all yellow.
Yeah, we got in a little bit of trouble.
And also that song, like, why does it? Never mind. Let me just shut up. Coldplay fans will cancel me. It's like
Purple Groovy is in the chat. Purple Groovy is in the chat being wild. Let's just gonna blame it on her brother. No, Purple Groovy, you said it in your chat that the wife does not swallow, and that's the problem. And I you know, that's disgusting. But you never know. You never know with these people what the reasons are. It could be, you know, she's. You know what? I'm gonna just stay.
Wait, but isn't the mistress lady? Wasn't she married too? Wasn't that like a part of it?
Yes, she was married too.
Ring, yeah.
That's what makes it worse.
That's what the meme was. They said Coldplay spent a decade and couldn't drop a single, and tonight they just made 2 singles.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
And that's what they did. That was actually a great comment from that person, whoever came up with it. And Purple Groovy is probably trying to get us in trouble. I feel like this story's so big right now, and I don't know why, because I hate to say it, but this kind of stuff happens all the time. It's just because it got caught on the Jumbotron.
But we never catch it like this in 4K.
Yeah, on the Jumbotron.
You know why?
You hear about it.
You know why it's popular? The right people are getting in trouble finally.
Yeah,
that's why.
Because they've been doing
right
this.
People.
And because they get away with it, we don't really talk about it.
That was a comfortable, we're hanging out hug. That wasn't just like they're infatuated and staring at each other. That was just like, yeah, they were swaying. They were in the moment, chilling. You know what I mean?
A whole couple.
I wish a hoe would sway with my man at the Coldplay concert.
Well, what if it was a different artist? What if it was a different artist? Does it matter the artist? Because you said Coldplay.
Like even if you did the reverse, right? And it was a
Leonard
woman
Skinner?
of a woman founded, like a woman CEO startup or whatever, and she was doing that. Oh no.
Oh.
No,
the blogs would have been all over it.
I think it would have been different. Yeah, the woman power universe would have been like, yes, choose your path, queen. Do what you want to do.
Absolutely not.
You know what? You're right, but
I'm just
you
playing.
still
I'm
can't
just playing.
do that.
I'm just playing.
You know, we're making it.
It's
through
not
the
right,
episode.
no
I
matter
think
which way you do it.
We got a little trouble earlier though. Somewhere about 20 minutes into it.
Yeah, we
happened.
did.
I forgot what we were talking about. I think it was
Who did
Jennifer
what?
Love.
It was
Hewitt.
about the corn.
Oh, the corn, right? Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, we started talking about that. And that messed for a second. It's picking back up now. So thank you to anybody that just jumped in. Make sure you hit the like button, all that good stuff. This next story is a little sadder. What is that?
It's probably the drogas.
The drogas. Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's what it
Oh
was.
yeah,
I think that's what it
when
was.
I started telling them how to cook stuff up and what to mix things together with. Yeah, that was
Yeah, like all that.
Yep. Well, that was the segment of trafficking with Negroes. Yeah.
Chef hat on.
Yeah, sorry about that. I put the chef hat on. Like, so you got to put this
They're being
together.
too
you
black.
know.
Let me tell you what it's a mixture of. Okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's stronger than fish.
When you cut that up into a short, when you cut that up into a short, you got to make sure you do the more you know shit.
Right.
Start in the background.
Yeah. The more you know.
Yeah, because wow. They've already hit us a few times for apparently promoting drug usage. I don't think that's what we do.
Dang.
But they said that that's what we've
We
done.
didn't. We
drug
didn't.
use.
I told you he was giving him ideas.
That you the
Man,
one
this
that
is
set it
ridiculous,
off.
man.
You're the one that set it off. So hey,
Somebody
don't,
is struggling and they were taking notes.
and then they reported the channel at the same time. They're like, hey, we can't have everybody have that
I'm
recipe.
tired of this.
Yeah, well, Grok had the recipe.
Right.
Grok
They got
has the
mad.
recipe. So, and we talked
Grok
about
has the
Grok.
recipe,
Didn't we
that's
talk
true.
about Grok too? Oh man,
Oh,
yeah,
we did talk
we
about
definitely
Grok,
messed
but I
up.
mean-
Definitely messed up on the protected classes thing tonight. Okay, well, the next one is a TikTok star's son that drowned, and now they're charging the husband with it.
Wait, great.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're gonna go all the way in.
Yeah.
We're diving in.
That escalated
Who's the
quickly.
star? All right.
Well,
we'll
let's
get to
find
it, I
out. Let's
guess.
find. Yeah, well, of course we're gonna get to it. But for those that are just
my
jumping
Lord.
in, make sure you hit the like and subscribe before you lose this channel.
Oh, that's
'Cause
horrible.
it's-
It's horrible.
Like it.
Drowning and jumping. Oh.
All right,
I'm talking
before we
about
talk
Amy.
about this drowning, Make sure you
I'm
hit the
just
like
jealous.
button.
I'm just jealous you got the joke off first. I'm just jealous.
Jealous I got off first.
I am.
Pause. Anyway.
You got the joke off first.
I heard what
That's
you
what I
said.
said.
I heard what you said. I insert and remove words as I feel. Okay, so apparently they're gonna give me an ad. I feel it.
You insert and remove as you feel.
I said words. I remove them and add them as I
I do
feel.
the same damn thing.
I knew they was gonna do that ad shit. You sons of bitches.
Police recommend charges.
No,
Yes,
now it's not
thank you.
playing it. It's not playing it. I gotta let the ad in. It's got 30
This
seconds.
ad will
All
end
right.
27 seconds.
Forget it. 30 seconds. Damn it. I gotta let it run on the thing here. Oh, I can skip it over here. Never mind.
Skip.
Bow. All right, hold on.
Press the button.
We're professionals.
Make sure that
We're
you.
professionals.
These are recommended charges. So
Okay.
the final call is going to sit with the Maricopa County
Is that
Attorney's
Jennifer?
Office. I
No.
spoke with a local
thick,
attorney
though.
tonight, and he
Jennifer
explained how a
Hewitt.
tragic
Hewitt.
accident
Hold
could
on, man,
turn into a felony.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see what happens.
3-year-old Trig Kaiser drowned in his backyard pool in May. His parents are social media influencers.
Damn,
Now,
4.1
Chandler police are
million?
looking to charge the child's father, Brady Kaiser, with Class 4 felony child abuse.
Or what Chandler is suggesting they maybe could prove is that this young man essentially failed to perceive a substantial risk that the toddler could drown.
Defense
Hold on now. What are we talking about? He was streaming in the room and let the baby go out to the pool by himself? Like, what are we talking about?
attorney David Black is
right.
not connected to this
Let's
case,
find out.
but he says
I
prosecutors
don't
will
like
need
this
to
guy.
prove Brady was negligent.
If it's done recklessly, it's a Class 3 felony. Now, if it's done with criminal negligence, it's a Class 4 felony.
Trig's mother, Emily Kaiser, filed a lawsuit to prevent the release of the police report and other documents that have details about what happened. Black says it's hard to answer most questions about the charges with a lack of details. However,
It would be more serious if they were suggesting that he consciously was aware of the risk and disregarded it. It would be more serious, in my opinion, if alcohol were involved. My guess is that whatever he was doing wasn't particularly reckless or risky, but instead is just tragic.
the fact that Emily and Brady
don't
are
know what
in
he
the
was
public
doing.
eye
This
has
isn't good,
created
yeah.
a lot of publicity around what would otherwise likely be a low-profile tragedy. Black says in his career, he's never seen police post potential charges on social media.
That's interesting. Okay, so basically they're saying that somebody was negligent. Most likely it means that they were doing something, they weren't paying attention to the child, and the child. That's a sad story. And I'll be honest, I hope that that's not what happened, because one, that sucks. But number two, if it was negligent, like let's say you went to the bathroom, that's considered negligence, and the baby goes out back and something happens. You're
Throw the
still
book at him.
Yeah, but you
Throw the book at him.
But
Doesn't matter.
that's what I'm saying. But what if it's truly an accident? That family still got to grieve as well, even if you're having a moment of stupidity.
I mean, but how much of that can be contributed to an accident, regardless of any situation? Because whatever may happen to get a child from inside of a house to a pool, it requires much more agency than in most situations than that 3-year-old is
3-year-old.
capable of.
I see what you're saying.
That 3-year-old is capable of, right? So what I'm trying to say is that I don't know about anyone else. I can only speak from my reference, is that if there is a child on deck that I am responsible for, everything else is secondary. Absolutely everything else is secondary. And anybody who does not believe that when it's their child, and they have a lapse in ideas or judgment, or just don't think about what they got to do, throw the book at them. Because children are the last innocence that we have. They're the last ones, and if we can't protect them, then we are truly done.
I heard that shit. I heard that. Bravo, you get an applause. You may not hear it, but the crowd can hear it.
I hear it.
And that's,
Thank you.
Okay. Glad you can. Glad you can. Because it means something. It means something. Because, you know, like you said, it takes too much to be that negligent with a child that small to get to do all of that. Because even if the child falls in the pool, there's some time where you can still just jump in the pool.
You can hear it.
Yeah. So if you're in that kind of situation where you're that far away or that far tuned out, then yeah, you deserve some charges on that. But we'll see what happens with it. We'll see. It's its own case, but I didn't think about it quite as deep until you said all that. I was like, you know what? I had kids, and they wouldn't have got that far away from me at 3. Not at 3.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. You've had kids that are yours. You have kids that are not yours, and all of them benefited from your involvement.
Yeah.
I am not lying. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because you cared about what the hell they were doing when you were around.
That is true. Okay. All right, well, let's jump into the next story. We're almost done. We're running right through it. Good job today. We're running right through the bullshit. I appreciate it. Boom, full overheat. All right. All right, what is this one? Oh, we're on the kids still. Okay, we're still on the kids. No, when this thing wraps...
Pause, please pause.
Yeah, well, you know, I wish I could. But this one,
nice.
yeah, man, yeah, this is not good either. And because of how these stories tie together, sometimes when you go off of one cliff, there's like another cliff. This is a secondary cliff, but there's it's sort of a happy ending. The other one, I don't see a happy ending to that. There's a child gone, and you know, somebody was obviously neglectful. But this one is interesting. You guys will find the story. Bring it over.
While we're waiting, y'all should go to Freedom Services, svcs.org, and go ahead and cop some gear. You know what I'm saying? Help us with this modern day alchemy, turn this BS into gold, and then help us with the service that we're trying to do. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, Allie the Snowman and her friend jumped into chat saying blacks are terrible fathers. Obviously, Allie, you haven't been watching the show because that wasn't a black father we were talking about. Sorry. So there's
that was
cool trollage though. I appreciate it, and your name came up in a pink color, so that was nice.
It was a good attempt.
Yeah, good attempt. So nonetheless, this next story, Washington State former Aberdeen City Council member Riley Carter has been sentenced to 46 years for 3 counts of first-degree stuff with a kid and some other stuff. But he was one of those to catch a predator type of guys. Like, he was after pedos. Like, it was his thing. Look at his hat in this shot here.
Yes, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, make PDFs afraid again. Yes.
He was literally, it was his stick was going after those guys. And it turned out he's one of those guys.
Hiding in plain sight, yeah.
Yeah, hiding right there in plain sight. So by checking on other people, he was learning their methods and probably was improving on stuff that he was learning from other people that he was catching.
He was probably afraid.
Yeah, again.
This is that's just wild to me, though. That's wild.
Said, let me put this on.
And he's got a similar look to the guy in the road rage incident earlier. Yeah. And shouts to Jay Coleman.
See what I'm saying, though?
Jay Coleman in the chat. Shouts to you for stopping in. You missed a couple of stories. And Allie was trying to tell us about black terrible fathers, but I don't think we've had any in this episode. So I guess it was just a general statement. Nope. So you guys can deal with that as you will in the chat. But anyway, so this gentleman, how long did he do this searching for people thing? That's my question. Like, you know what? There's a whole nother story.
So
here.
Crazy. Like there's a whole genre of social media called TCAP, which is To Catch a Predator. Mm-hmm. And there's people who mimic that, people who have their own versions of that, people who just recap old episodes, people who follow up on previous people who were caught. Like there's a whole corner of the internet dedicated to this, like,
right?
Feverishly, it's crazy. Wow.
It's actually pretty interesting.
And now they got the T app. They really messing it up now.
So this dude, hold on, maybe I'm catching the wrong story here because they put this clip up, but it's only 20 seconds.
30, an Aberdeen City Council member has resigned from office after being charged with child rape. The city tells King 5 that Riley Carter signed a letter of resignation from jail.
Why does he have the hat on just not printed, embroidered yet? Like he just always wearing a red hat. So he's one of the red hat guys. Okay, cool. All right.
On Friday, investigators say Carter confessed to detectives shortly after his arrest late last month.
Oh my God. He's got the solar panel.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, we can see everything you're thinking about there, buddy. That's why he wears the hat. Okay.
Jeez.
Well,
yo, he's got the top back. Yo,
that's blended in with the wall.
And he was literally leading.
What's his middle name? Cabriolet?
Oh my gosh. He was literally leading like a whole group of people that he led for this. Like he was the leader of this whole find these pedos, and he got charged with pedo stuff. That is absolutely nuts.
Okay.
Cult behavior.
He is the bald wolf in the hen house. I swear to God, that's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
This is horrible.
Well,
that's the worst. Yeah, he looks like the people he was chasing down.
He's a bad dude. I don't know any other way around this guy. I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm just we were talking about the innocence of children. It's like how can you protect them if the people that are supposed to be the protectors are the ones that are the predators?
Exactly. All right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not only these kind of folks, there's other people who might wear blue. You know what I mean? I don't think ACAB is a thing, but I think I do think like there's bad seeds in every division of anything. You know what I mean? And it's just wild. It's just wild. The people who scream the loudest end up being the opposite of what they want. Like the most alpha males always wear the tightest clothes and act the most feminine. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
we live in upside down world.
It's kind of crazy. The people who claim they have the most money are usually the most broke and are always begging and scamming people. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't know, man. I have this. Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of crazy, I had to save this next segment for the end. We're gonna flip it over. I'm gonna preface this thing, and then we're gonna dive into it. All right? Because it has been crazy. You know, we go through our prelims, we do our preliminary stories just to kind of have some other stuff to talk about and to cover some topics of just bad behavior. Just we see it. It's all over the place, and it's not bordered by color lines. People just seem to think that, but no, there's plenty of clips of everybody doing stupid shit. So when you come over here, smoke is available for all. But recently,
equal opportunity smoke.
Oh my gosh, it does not discriminate over here. I don't know why people thought that shit. Then they started getting mad when it came in the other direction. Like, well, I thought you loved that guy. No, he just at the time I wasn't pissed at him. Once the time comes, you will receive that. But speaking of reception,
you can catch it.
All right,
you can catch it.
This week has been this crazy week regarding that Epstein case, right? And we talked about it the other day about, all right, nothing to see here. And now Donald Trump has gotten the Justice Department to release something. But it's really just the grand jury testimony that he originally had for himself. I don't really know why we need that in the first place. But the much larger story that's now attempting to make front lines is that they're going to try to get Barack Obama investigated for tampering with the 2016 information after the election. So the Russia thing, apparently Barack Obama was behind it. And Tulsi Gabbard has come out talking about she's going to press charges on him or whomever had done this. And that just came out a couple hours ago. So I wasn't even going to cover that.
Oh my God.
I was going to cover the Epstein federal thing, but I don't think that going after Obama for something that happened in 2017 is like a good resource usage right now. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Is any of it a good resource usage?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. It's just so funny. This is so funny because I think people are leveraging the Epstein items as a tool to claw back their support. Even though they saw all these other things, they're not allowed to say anything against those other things, but everybody hates diddlers. So they're using that to claw back their support, even though they see other things happening. All right, that's number one. Number two, this whole thing is showing how he got into power in the first place. Is anytime there's a serious question in front of him, he scatterbombs blame everywhere. Remember that first long response he did on Truth, when he blamed Biden, he blamed Obama, he blamed Hillary Clinton, he talked about Russia, he talked about JFK, MLK, he just scatterbombed all kinds of diversions. So you couldn't think about the thing that we all have actual proof of him doing. We have it already. Most of it we have.
Well, that's why this is important.
His tactics have already been proven.
And this is the thing, because I was wondering, Tulsi Gabbard, I haven't heard much from her during the early part of the administration. Like, voted in, and other than that, I hadn't really heard much from her. So for her to now, this is like her big thing. Everybody gets like a big thing. This is her big thing. So now she's going to be investigating Obama. And I wanted y'all to hear her little 2-minute clip here, if you would. Okay? I just want you to know this is the next thing. So it's Epstein. Now it's just going to be this shit. And I told y'all this movie sucks. Okay? So let me bring it over here. Sucks. Boo! Movie sucks. So this is Tulsi on the left here, and let her play her thing.
That doesn't just affect Democrats or Republicans. It's not a Democrat or Republican issue. This is an issue with such significant impact that it should concern every American, because it has to do with the fabric and integrity of our democratic republic. That we had a situation here where in the months leading up to the 2016 election, the intelligence community assessed, and this is what the documents detail, the intelligence community assessed essentially Russia doesn't have the tools, the capability, or the intent to try to change the outcome of the U.S. presidential election. Donald Trump pulls off a historic victory against Hillary Clinton in November of 2016. Even in the days after that election, the intelligence community continued their consistent assessment that reflected the same thing in the months leading up to the election.
Can you pause real quick?
Yeah.
The thing is that the reason why I'm just saying lies is because one thing that is provably false is that we all know Cambridge Analytica and how they work with Facebook to create profiles to hyper target certain voters. That is an already proven thing, and the funding using that information to target these people. We already know about the Internet Research Agency. It is a misinformation. It's not hidden. This is not hidden information. We know about this, but she's blatantly saying that they did not have the resources. They didn't have the funding or the capabilities when they literally used it.
Well, I took some time to read the document, at least what she's released, right? And basically what's being alleged is that they didn't have the capability to influence the election greatly. Like, they didn't have the ability to get to
the machine
voting
level,
machines.
no.
Right, the voting machines. So they said all of that and said, and other than that, we don't have any reason to think that they're doing anything right now to do this. So that information...
That's the whole... The thing is, they're arguing the wrong thing. It said, somebody punched me in the face, right? And then they say, and then the person who punched you in the face says, well, that's crazy. I wear purple socks. Like, what? That's not the thing I'm talking about.
But I don't really think that's
mean?
not the angle she's taking, though. It's literally saying that the one day before, the CIA or whomever told Obama at the time that Russia couldn't do what he was thinking that they were trying to do. So instead of releasing that report, it never got released. They never released that report. They immediately went to Wall Street Journal, I think the New York Times, and then everybody said Russia did do something. but they had just gotten a report saying Russia didn't do anything and that they don't think they had the capability of doing it anyway. And this is after the election is already over. You see what I'm saying?
Who said Russia did anything at the machines? Who said that?
No. It was not even just the machines. What they did their own preliminary investigation, according to what I read. And in that investigation, they said Russia didn't influence anything, right? But instead of that being released,
they couldn't prove anything.
Exactly. So they couldn't prove that Russia influenced anything. So what you can't do after that is say that that's what they did. You see what I'm saying? So even if they still thought that, we can't come out and say this is what happened if we just got a memo saying, yeah, we don't have any proof that that's what happened. So why come out and say it knowing that in the back end there's no actual proof that that happened? But it got a lot of us asking about this Russia thing.
Okay. So what's the ultimate goal of this being done? Like what is the crime? What is actually the fallout from anything being said? Because we literally have a president that lies every day. Right. So, what is the fallout we're looking for, other than just smearing? So say, don't look at me.
But that is the question. So let's say that this is all for sake of an argument. Let's say that that's true, that they did get people riled up about the Russia thing because they didn't like Trump having been elected. What is the crime for that? Some people have thrown around the word treason, and they've thrown around a couple of things, but at the end of the day, exactly how? How is it? It would be immoral, maybe, but I don't necessarily know if it's against the law. If you give the New York Post or whoever a story about how Russia could have done what they said Russia did but didn't do, and they run it as this is what Russia did, whose fault is that? Is that the newspaper's fault? Whose fault is that? So I'm confused in this because I don't want it to be another waste of resources.
I'm saying this.
I'm sorry, Jen. I know we got into politics.
It is a waste of resources. No, you already know that this is a smokescreen. You already know this is a smokescreen. There's no reason Obama needs to be even brought up.
Y'all gotta understand
right now
that this is the first election I can vote in, so I'm just trying to grasp the information because right around that time I didn't know what was going on. Actually, no, I couldn't vote in this election because I was 17.
Yeah. So to help you with understanding the political climate, there's a lot of dirty stuff going on. And it goes on both sides all the time. It's been happening for decades. History. It's just that whoever's in the office is always pointing at the other person. And then when the other person gets in and they're pointing at the person before them. Yeah, it was you before me and it was that person before them. And it just becomes this big cluster. You know, I don't
not understanding that all of the actions that you take are going to have a cause and effect. So actually it was yourself because you were there during that time. Like, it's just, it's a mess.
Yeah. So they're going to try to blame Obama for just basically pushing a story that he knew to be untrue when it got pushed. That's really what the bottom line is.
Wait. So what? Here's the thing that I need to know. Where do we have Obama saying that it was Russian?
No. That's
what I'm trying to say. Like, where do we have Obama? Is he Obama's admin? Sure. So I mean, but the thing is, that's why Agent Orange has Bondi saying don't look at Epstein. Right. That's his admin, but it's not him saying that, right? Even though he told her.
But this was a document, though. That's what I'm saying. The way that it's worded, because there was a whole document.
Yes, but it wasn't prepared by Obama.
Right.
It wasn't prepared by Obama.
And that's the thing. The order of whatever they did as a response, which was to release this story, it came in paperwork from the office of the president. So even if he didn't sign it, he was supposed to at least been aware of it. Now, if that's not true either, then that's a whole nother issue. You know what I'm saying? So if you're telling people to do stuff on the order of the president and the president's not making that order, because he was still the president at the time when this was going on. So I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I get what you're saying, but the whole fact that we're discussing this is a win for the people bringing it up, because that has nothing to do with the flooding in Texas and the gutting of FEMA.
Right.
This has nothing to do with the
Department of
last way we could communicate with each other. National Public Radio is being defunded as we speak. The last way that we can actually communicate to each other in our own voices without having to deal with algorithms is being defunded.
Yep.
NPR, National Public Radio, Arts and Sciences, and all that kind of jazz. Like this has nothing to do with any of the actual issues that were happening. So this is a smokescreen. The fact that we're even talking about it. Because look, here's the thing. Even if it is 100% legit, who cares?
Right. What's
That's
the
America's
penalty?
favorite thing to do.
What's the penalty? What is the
Bring
real
people up
penalty?
to
You're
court
not going to have
over old
Obama in
stuff.
jail for treason. It's not happening. It's not. I'm just sorry.
It's
I
not
know some
happening.
people would want that. There's some people that don't like Obama, so they want that. So they're going to latch on to the story.
Why would they
you know?
want that? That's
Some
terrible.
people don't
This
like
is not going to
people.
bring your food stamps back.
Yeah, some people don't like people, so they're going to latch onto this story, and they're going to be on some, Obama needs to go to jail. You know how they were on lock
We
her
have
up
so
with
much
Hillary. Yeah, it's just another like Bravo said. It's a smoke screen to keep us from looking at what's really, really going on. That's actually affecting our pockets. It's actually affecting us.
We have a profiteer president, a president who has his own crypto, accepts multi-million-dollar gifts from other countries, runs a hotel outside of the White House, and he will only see people if they stay there. You know what I mean? Like we have a profiteer president. Like, can we just address that?
So if he's a profiteer president,
Obama did.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was about to get to that question because Obama still is popular to some people, and Trump has never been a big fan of Obama. He was, with the birthers thing, and so he's always kind of had an adversarial thing with Obama. So if this is like the next thing, because I guess Joe Biden's not worth shooting at right now. Joe Biden is like off to the side. Nobody's worried about it. Right. He wouldn't even understand it. So to dismantle Obama's legacy, right, in a way that makes him look to be some type of a federal criminal, that would be satisfactory to some. And so I think they're going to latch on to this story, and it's going to be in the news cycle for the next couple of weeks. They're going to be trying to say that they uncovered this and uncovered that, and at the end, what it'll be? Nothing. Just like Epstein. It'll just come back to nothing. They're just going to waste our time with it.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to say is that what is happening, I was hoping to get to this in its own little capsulation, but I'm just going to say it right now. I'm honestly thinking if you define PSYOP, it is a psychological operation in order to move masses into a certain frame of thinking and to corral them in a certain mindset in order to manipulate them better. I think the whole Red Hat movement was that. Because if you think about it, everybody was driven by fear and xenophobia and other things that they perceived as offenses to themselves to corral them into certain houses. Either they follow a certain person, but guess what? They all go to the same media places owned by the same people that they are being corralled to support. So now they have you all in one place. Now they have one algorithm that they can push to you on all of these places. So you can't even escape and get out of it and think for yourself.
Right.
It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I honestly think that the whole Red Hat thing was a psyop, but I'm not trying to go full tinfoil hat on this thing. But I do believe that people are being manipulated into arguing amongst themselves and not making the people in power fear the people who voted them in.
Well, I believe 100% that you are definitely on. And that's why the story is on Purge of the bullshit. See, a lot of times we cover the stories because we don't want people to get stuck on them. We want to give it to them early and say, hey, this is the bullshit they're about to feed you. So when you see this come on, turn the channel because it's some bullshit. So that's why it's here. It's because we know it's a smokescreen and it's going to get us away from some other thing that's way more important because they would take years to investigate this. They're talking about shit that happened in 2016. They probably had to do federal raids and all types of stuff on old computer equipment. And you see what I'm saying? It would take so many resources to still come up with nothing. So why waste time on it in the first place? Trump is already president again. He can't serve again. So even if they find out that this happened, what's going to happen? Like you said, what's the penalty? What's the benefit? What's the way to have a restitution of? Can't do nothing. So this is to me, it's a waste of time. And I wish that they would have tried something different that I can't see as being so resource intensive to really go nowhere. They're not going to get nothing out of this. It's stupid. Right. This is stupid. So that's why it's on purge of the bullshit, because this is a bullshit case, just like the case was against Shannon Sharp. That was bullshit too. That's why we didn't cover that like that. You know, now he paid $50 million. The girl got to be quiet. All right, we know that Shannon Sharp likes to put his feet up in the air and get things done to him in a certain way. And I didn't want to know all that. Same thing with the Diddy thing. Same thing with the Diddy thing. He's not going to go away for a long time. Mm-hmm. Now I know he had 700 dildos and baby oil everywhere. So they're just giving us all this information for the purposes of, I want to say, entertainment. It's all supposed to be entertainment now. So to some, Obama getting charges would be entertaining. So that's the next entertainment they're going to. And people are a little pissed, not pissed, but confused with Obama.
What would people want? Obama to have charges or to make sure that we can actually stamp out measles? You know what I mean? Do you want an investigation into the Obama administration or to actually have FEMA funded so people who deal with natural disasters actually get the help that they need? You know what I mean? Do you want Hillary Clinton to be dragged in front of a grand jury hearing, or do you want to be able to make sure that the dollar stays dominant in the world? Because once we lose relevance, we are fucked.
100%.
What do you want? You want Biden do you want Biden to stand accused for anything that caused umbrance to the Agent Orange administration, or do you want to make sure they have free and fair elections for the future ongoing to ensure democracy? You know what I mean? Like, we really need to stop eating candy. We need to start eating the vegetables.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what's fucking me up.
Yeah. Well, that's why this show is here. Because this is what's going to be running the news cycle for a little bit, so we don't want people to get distracted by that. That's why we got to bring it up. So let me get ready to close out of here because it's hot as hell in here today. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's because it was so much heat to purge today. It was a lot. We'll bring it back over.
That's what happens when a pile of BS sits in one place. Steam
It permeates. It permeates, and it takes over. So anyway, let me bring it back. All right. Jeez. Well, guys, that was a lot.
Y'all sent us the flood.
What happened?
What's that at?
Y'all sent us the flood, and y'all got the steamy humidity.
Oh yeah. It's been some. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say this. Y'all ain't gonna tell me that something hasn't changed with the atmosphere in the last 5 years.
Something's going on because it's rained every day here.
Yeah, it's crazy. What kind of stuff we have happening?
That is the climate. That's the climate change. We're putting more moisture into the sky now because we're fucking up the planet. Yeah. And so that's why we have colder winters. We have
AI.
warmer rainy seasons. It's fucked up, dog. Like it's the science proves it. Like the science actually proves it.
Somebody at my job was talking about how the meteorologists aren't getting paid as much, and like how the weather people in DC keep getting fired. So like now everything's inaccurate, and I kind of believe them because it'd be saying sunny, and then it'd be like we're having a flood.
Weather people are notoriously wrong, so that's not a.
Well, that's hard.
But
it's
like
hard to predict what
way
happens
off.
in soup.
Oh, and shouts to Jay
It's hard to
Coleman. Jay
predict.
Coleman, get ready to get out of here. So shouts to Jay Coleman, in the chat there. I know.
Shout out to you.
But
shouts, Jay.
You know, just being honest. This week coming, because in the last 20 minutes, Hillary Clinton came up trending again. So this is what's up. This is what's up. They're going to come for Obama and Clinton, and that's going to be, I swear to God, I do not want to see this for the next 3 to 6 months. I am so tired of this movie. It sucks.
Too late. It's happening. It's already happening.
Yeah.
Yo, what that wild tweet that had all of that scatterbomb tweet is the playbook. Is the playbook for the next 6 months. I'm telling you. Anything that could go ahead and misdirect from PDF island, that's what's going to happen. And it sucks because people are really going to bite the bait and keep talking about it. That's what's really, and that sucks.
Correct about it. Well, let me give my shouts out, and we're going to get up out of here. But I have to give a shout to Kelly Corinne for stopping in earlier. Purple Groovy for doing what Purple Groovy does, which is moderate and tolerate the goofiness that we get in the chat from time to time. Who we have in here was Allie, the snowman, and her friend. Only got in one chat, but you still get a shout out. Who else we had in here? And Ralph Woods, who came in nice and early, but I missed the initial chat. So Ralph, if you're still in here, thank you for stopping by, and appreciate Timbo TK for the subscription as well. Been an interesting joint. I just want everybody to know there's some bullshit already on the horizon. It is available for you to be distracted by if you so choose. But if you would like to be the type of persons that we are, where we're forward thinking, we don't get caught up in no goofy like that, feel free to come on back to this channel, be in that chat again on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, you guys have anything, Bravo and Genesis, do you have anything before we get out of here?
Shout out to the chat, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the weather people, keep working, stop giving us wrong predictions. And, we love y'all. And yeah, thank you for having me.
I'll just say this. I will. She did. Yeah, she's of this generation. That's what they love. You know what I mean? We can do the Korean heart finger shit, like that. You know what I mean? But I will say that, or the Chinese. That joint. The little. Anyway, I will say this: stay educated, stay dedicated, educated and dedicated. Love everybody. Educated and dedicated, and make sure that you love everybody as you would like people to love you, and that's the only way we'll move forward. You know what I mean?
Yes, I like that. And special shouts once again to Jay Coleman in the chat, who said, "I get my news from you, bruh. I stop mainstream media." And that is the goal. That is the goal. We come over here, we have the real conversations about the real shit and the bullshit, because we have to address them both so that we know how to stay focused moving forward. But if you guys don't have anything to do with your life, that is crazy. And you know what it is, my friends? That's the bullshit. We out of here. Peace.